Hello, my name is Mr. Dog, and today we're going to look at the Giratina V-STAR deck and Expanded. Giratina V-STAR has the attack Lost Impact, does 280 damage, but we have to put 2 energies into the Lost Zone. But this isn't too hard because we have double Dragon energies, which count as any 2 types of energy when they're attached to Dragon Pokemon. So we can just Lost Zone one of these to pay the attack. I also play 1 copy of Counter Energy, which counts as any 2 type of energy when you have more prize cards than your opponent. I play this because sometimes we run out of double Dragon energies because we have to Lost Zone them. So we do sometimes need a 5th energy. We do have a second attack, but we don't really have a way to get 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone. I have seen decks that are able to use this attack by using Lost Blender and Trumbeak, but I'm going to focus on a consistency build for this video. We also sometimes use the Giratina V to attack. Because of its Shred attack, it does 160 damage, but this damage isn't affected by any effects on our opponent's active Pokemon, so we can hit through wall Pokemon like Decidueye and Altaria. As a backup attacker, I have 1 Dragonite V, mostly because it can do 250 damage, which is enough to knock out all relevant Pokemon V on the first turn. We could play a copy of Naganadel and Guzzlord-GX for its Chaotic Order GX attack. If we have 1 double Dragon energy attached and another energy, we can turn all our prize cards face up and take 2 prize cards. So this can make life a bit easier for us because we can take prize cards without having to take knockouts. We can potentially just knock out 2 double prize Pokemon and then use Chaotic Order to win the game. We play Tapu Koko Prism Star. This allows us to attach 1 lightning energy each to 2 of our bench Pokemon. Really good for getting a first turn attack off. Play Girafarig for its Get Lost attack, lets us put 2 cards from our opponent's discard pile into the Lost Zone. Really good in the Storm matchup because we can Lost Zone their Lusamine Loop, which means they won't be able to get supporters or stadiums back from the discard pile. Also really good for Lost Zoning our opponent's Farber, because they can just Farber spam away all of our double Dragon energies and then we won't be able to attack. We play a copy of Sudowoodo for its Roadblock ability. This limits our opponent's bench to 4, which can be really strong against decks that rely on having a high bench size like Turbo Dark or Serena. We play 4 Battle Compressors. It helps us to get the lightning energies into the discard pile so we can use Tapu Koko's ability. It's also good for removing any dead cards from our deck, or discarding supporters so we can use a V-Seeker in our hand. Raihan is also really strong in this deck. If any of our Pokemon get knocked out, we can attach a basic energy card from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon, and then search our deck for any card and put it into our hand. So this will let us power up our Giratina V-STAR in a single turn. Okay, so I'm going to keep the introduction short and sweet. Let's get on some gameplay. Okay, we're going second against Mewtwo and Mew deck. So we can definitely OHKO the Mewtwo Mew very easily with the Giratina V-STAR. It's going to be quite easy to knock out this Mew as well on the first turn. So let's compress, see what's in the deck. Egg is in there, and Tapu is in there, that's good. Get rid of a couple of lightning energies, I think. We could also get rid of a Crobat, just so we can draw, use it with Rescue Stretcher maybe. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Train Mail. Quick Ball. So, get rid of this. Like, we could actually go into a Dragonite, but we should be able to find the Tapu quite easily. So I think this is fine. Attach this. Grab this. Grab it for 4. So I think we'll just grab the Tapu now. Bring back the egg. Grab the Tapu. Kind of wish I had another energy in the discard pile, so I could get 2 energies into play, lightning energies into play with this, but this should be fine. So we'll Shred for knockout, and hopefully they won't have a way to get a knockout on us next turn. Chromatic. Okay, they failed that, that's good. I wonder if they're playing the Archie's Blastoise, some kind of variation of that. Okay, so because they put the Crobat down, we just need to knock out the Mewtwo and Mew, and then the Crobat, or we could just go into Nag Guz and just Chaotic Order and knock out this Mewtwo. So lots of different lines of play we can take this deck. Okay, so you are playing Archie's Ace in the Hole. So it looks like they will be able to get the Blastoise down. Obviously it only works if it's the only card in your hand, which it is. So probably going to copy this attack. It does more damage for the more water energy you have attached to your Pokemon. So they could knock me out if they get lots of energy. I think they need 4 energy shuffled into the deck, so it looks like they've definitely done that. Oh, and that means I can't knock them out now as well, the Fighting Fury Belt, unless we find the Field Blower. We'll send up this, so we'll use the Crobat as a pivot. Counter Energy is pretty good here. Attach this to here. Attach this to here. Evolve this. Put this down. And I think we could just Raihan here if it's in the deck, if we have the Tapu in the deck as well. Honestly, doesn't seem terrible. It would give us a bit of a dead hand though, but we could get something good off the prize cards. So Tapu is in the deck. Do you have Field Blower? We do have Field Blower. And we do have Raihan, so we can get the knockout on this guy. So Raihan onto this. Grab the Field Blower. Go to the Viridian and the Fighting Fury Belt. And then we lost impact. Go to that. Stormy Mountain, that's not terrible. Trainers Mail, that's also pretty good. And Giratina VSTAR, that's not bad. And they could potentially knock me out of a Clefairy, which is kind of scary. So they can copy my attack and do 280 damage. So I might want to go into a Nag Guzz to take the final 2 prize cards. Unless I can gust up a 2 prizer. Because knocking out a Clefairy won't win me the game next turn. Okay, so we can't use the Crobat's pivot, that's kind of annoying. Another Archies. They might not get the energies to power this up, though. They failed the Chromatic, that's good. They probably would have grabbed a Superior Energy Retrieval or something like that. Or maybe they have one in hand already, that's why they're compressoring their deck. Yeah, I think they have a Superior Energy Retrieval in hand. Okay, they're going to Greninja. So does that mean they don't have it? That'll be good for us because we can take the game way more slowly. So we'll evolve this. Probably go with Ball. Probably get a Dedenne. Put this down. Looks like we can't win the game this turn, but that's fine. I think we'll just compress a Guzma Hala and we'll use that to knock out the Greninja. That seems like the best play, probably. We'll get rid of Guzma in case we want to use that in future. We'll get rid of a Research as well. Get the egg. The egg feels so good in this deck because you discard so many cards. Go to Sudowoodo. I would like to bench Sudowoodo because it looks like they're struggling with bench space, but we can't really afford to. I don't really want to bench lock myself, because we might want to use the Dedenne next turn. So Lost Impact. So let's hope they don't N us, because that would hurt quite a bit. But if they knock us out and they don't N us, I think we just win, because we can probably find a Raihan next turn, because we have Dedenne in hand. And we have 3 V-Seekers left in the deck. Okay, they're not going to N us, so I think we probably just win here. They need 5 energies to get the KO, which they will get if they use their superior energy retrieval. So Archie's Blastoise is actually not that bad, even though it's quite an old deck. I mean, putting off the combo might be quite difficult though, I guess. Even with the Exeggcute and expanded. Okay. So we'll promote the Crobat and put the Float Stone on it, use it as a pivot. Oh, and we just win the game right here because we top deck V-Seeker for Raihan. That'll get us the double Dragon Energy. Nice. So we'll take the final 2 prize cards. That was closer than expected. Go with that. I mean, he lost zoned a lot of energy as well. Definitely can be a bit sketchy sometimes. Okay, we're going second against Mad Party. This is a bit of an awkward hand because we're going to have to discard and double Dragon Energy, which we really don't want to do in this deck. I think we probably want to attach this, and we want to try and retreat into a single prizer, I think. So we'll Dedenne, await this hand. And looks like we are going to be able to retreat into single prizer, which is really good. Let's see what we get off the Trainers Mail. We'll grab the Ultra Ball, that can get us the V-Star next turn. Go with this. Probably grab a Giraffe and retreat into that. And then we'll pass. Hopefully they won't be able to gust onto any of our 2 prizes. They do have Guzma in the discard pile, but they've already discarded 2 V-Seekers. So they might only play 4 V-Seekers in a dowsing machine. It might be difficult for them to find an out to Guzma. And I'm not playing the Parallel City either, so we will be able to KO their 2 prizes quite easily. So we'll use this as our pivot. Let's just do here. Won't use the research because I want to dig for a Guzma, I think. Or a Great Catcher, that would work as well. Go with this and this. And we'll Crobat 5. So this should get me the knockout of this. Attach. And we'll compress. And we'll compress Guzma Hala. And we'll get rid of another lightning energy. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to evolve actually, because if I didn't evolve I wouldn't have had to lost in an energy. But then again, they might not get the knockout because I have lots of HP, so I'm not sure. So let's hope for some decent prize cards, because this hand's pretty dead. Rescue. And Compressor. So if we have a Dedenne in the deck, we can compress the Dedenne and use that. So how many have they got in the discard pile? They've got 6, 7, 10. So they're not getting a knockout so far. They've got 12 now. Okay, they've whiffed the knockout. That's pretty good. Great Catcher. That's going to be pretty helpful. So I'll compress first. Get rid of Dedenne so you can bring it back. Probably get rid of the other compressors. I don't really need it at this point. Get the Exeggcute back. Get rid of this and this. Bring up that Dedenne. Then we'll grab our own Dedenne. So we can Tapu for a Guzma Hala here. Oh, we could just be Seeker for one. That's even better. So we'll get back the egg. Get this and this. Might as well evolve this. I guess we can go into this one because it's not damaged. But I think we do need to find a double dragon off the prize cards. Okay, that's going to concede. Okay, we'll go in second. We can probably get the donk here. Just depends what we have prized. So we'll compress. Get rid of an egg. Oh, we do have the Tapu, which is really good. Get rid of Guzma Hala and an energy. Then we'll compress again. Probably get rid of Giraffe. It's not going to be that useful in this matchup. Get rid of Research and Raihan. Get an egg. Discard this and this. Grab Dragonite. Attach for our turn. Grab the egg, and we'll Crobat if it's in the deck. If not, we'll Dedenne. Okay, cool. So need a Float Stone and Tapu to donk them. Okay, that gets us everything we need. Tapu first. Boom, boom. And then we'll just comp search for a Float Stone. It's really nice when you can consistently get a first turn donk on your opponent. And if we didn't play Dragonite, we wouldn't be able to do this. So I definitely do like the Dragonite in the deck. Okay guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Giratina V-STAR is definitely a powerful deck. However, I think the fact that you lost zone your energies when you attack kind of limits the deck, especially in the mid to late game. And if you get End or Rock Sand, you're probably going to struggle to get an attack off because you can't find the energies. But let me know what you guys think of this deck in the comments down below. And please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!